Hello students, so I'm here again today with a very interesting and very important question. So today we will be doing the question of Implant INC from the chapter International Financial Management, otherwise we call it as International Capital Budgeting. So I hope all of you have been preparing well for your exams and have also been revising all those chapters and all those subjects which you have covered a little that time earlier. Revision is the most important part of preparation, everyone. Most important part of good preparation. Okay, I've told you multiple times because that's how many times I tell you about the importance of revision. It is not sufficient. Okay, so please keep preparing and please keep revising. Okay, so let's start, everyone. Today's question: Implant INC from International Financial Management. The directors of Implant INC wishes to make an equity issue to finance a $10 million expansion scheme, okay, which has an expected net present value of $2.2 million, okay, and to refinance an existing $6 million 15% bonds due for maturity in 5 years time. So what is the story so far? A company, Implant INC, the directors of this company have decided to issue equity shares for financing two things. First, they want to finance an expansion scheme which has a net present value of $2.2 million. Okay, so they want to do an expansion project and the project is feasible. It has a positive net present value, $2.2 million. Hence, the company has decided to go ahead with this project and the directors have decided to invest into this project. So now to finance this project, the company needs funds and the company will be procuring funds by issuing equity shares. Next, for one more reason, they want to issue equity shares, that is to refinance an existing $6 million 15% bonds due for maturity in 5 years time. What is this? If you have understood, very good. If you haven't understood, let's proceed and you'll understand what that is. For early redemption of these bonds, there is a $350,000 penalty charges. Okay, so what is the story here? That you have 16 million bonds due for maturity in 5 years time. So after 5 years, you'll have to redeem these bonds for $6 million. But now the company has decided to do what? Do early redemption. So company has decided to redeem the bonds today itself rather after 5 years. So for this decision also the company will need funds. So the company needs funds for investing in the expansion project and the company needs funds to redeem the bonds immediately. Now for these two purposes, company will be procuring funds by issuing further equity shares. And early redemption of these bonds will result in a penalty charges of $350,000. Okay, because you had to redeem it after 5 years, and as per your agreement, if you early redeem it, you'll have to pay 350,000 penalty charges, and so you'll have to bear this cost. Next, the company has also obtained approval to suspend these preemptive rights and make $15 million placement of shares, which will be at a price of $0.5 per share. So what is this? The company has also obtained approval to suspend these preemptive rights. So what is preemptive rights? The rights issue. Okay, so all of you would already know that if a company wants to issue further shares, then first company will have to give rights shares to the existing shareholders. Only then can this company can issue shares to third persons. Here the company has got approval to suspend the rights shares. Okay, and make $15 million placement of shares. So company will be issuing shares for how much? For $15 million, and which will be at a price of $0.5 per share. Okay, so company will be issuing shares for $15 million and each share will be priced how much? Will be priced for $0.5. All right. Next, the flotation cost of issue will be 4% of gross proceeds. Fine. Any surplus funds from issue will be invested in IDRs, which is currently yielding 10% per year. All right. Next, the present capital structure of company is as under. Let's look at the data. Ordinary share, $1 per share. How much? 7,000, and figures are in thousands, so 7 million. So company's current share capital is how much? $7 million. and the book value of a share is $1. So how many number of shares? 7 million number of shares. Then share premium $10.5 million, free reserves $25.5 million. Then 15% term bonds $6 million. Yes, above they have given here, no, $6 million, 15% bonds, and the data tallies here. Then 11% debenture, $8 million. All right. Next, let's look at the para below. Current share price is $2 per share. Okay, so current market price of share is how much? $2, and debenture price is $103 per debenture. Okay, cost of capital of company is 10%. Fine. It may be further presumed that stock market is semi-strong form efficient. So what does this mean? Semi-strong form of efficiency. I'll explain that. And no information about the proposed use of funds from the issue has been made available to the public. Okay, no information about this proposed issue of equity shares has been made public as of now. Only the directors of the company know it as of now. Next, you are required to calculate expected share price of company once full details of the placement and to which the finance is to be put are announced. Okay, so what is the question? The question is, once this information is announced, is put into the open market, the market outside, which information? That the company will be issuing further equity shares, and for what purposes? For financing an expansion project and for early redemption of bonds. Yes, when this information is given in the open market, what would be the new market price of the equity shares? That is, what will be the impact of this information on the market price of the equity share? This is the question all about. Okay. And what does this mean? Semi-strong form of market efficiency? It means nothing but when the information, it means that when information is made available to the general public or to the investors, yes, the general public or the investors would immediately take note of it, yes, and consider it and re-evaluate the market price of the entity. Okay. So what is the summary of the story, everyone? So summary is, Implant INC, a company, yes, wants to expand, yes, and wants to redeem bonds also immediately, and for that it will be issuing shares worth how much? Worth $15 million, and each share is priced at how much? $0.5 per share. So we have to calculate the equity share price post this decision. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so in order to calculate the equity shares price after the decision, we'll have to know what is the current value of the shares. So let's calculate the market capitalization currently. So what is the current market price of shares? How much? $2 per share. So what is the total market capitalization? $2 into total how many number of shares? Total we have 7 million shares. Okay. So into 7 million, we can write figures in million, into 7 million shares. So how much the total market capitalization today? $14 million is the total market capitalization of the company today. That means total market value of the equity shares of the company today is $14 million. Next. Okay, so now from here our story starts, and we need to give impact to all the elements of our story which will be impacting our value. Now first and foremost thing to be considered is company is issuing further shares. Okay, now issuing further shares, how much funds is the company procuring? $15 million. So wouldn't that increase the total market value of the shares? Yes, so that has to be considered first. Further share capital issued. How much? $15 million. Further share capital of $15 million. We can see from here, no? The company and make a $15 million placement of shares. So company is issuing a further equity shares for $15 million. Okay. Next, what is to be done? Next, we'll have to see what will be the impact of the expansion project and the early redemption of bonds on the value of the business, on the business value of Implant Inc. So let's first check the cash inflows. Let's see what will be the cash inflows, or say benefits, cash inflows or benefits due to expansion and early redemption. Okay, so what all will be the benefits due to expansion and early redemption? Benefit number A, due to expansion, the foremost benefit is positive net present value. So we'll have a net present value positive of how much? $2.2 million. Okay. And what are the benefits? Yes, you're redeeming the bonds early. So because of that, what will happen? The bonds were due to be redeemed when after 5 years, but you're redeeming them today itself. So for these 5 years, you will be saving what? Interest costs. So we'll have to consider that benefit also, and we won't be considering the interest value. We will consider in the present value of the cumulative interest for 5 years. So next, present value of interest savings. How do you calculate? How much were the bonds worth? $6 million, 15% interest. So $6 million into 15%, so much will be the interest, into the present value interest factor of annuity at 10% is a discounting rate for 5 years. So how much we get? So $0.9 million, $0.9 million into 3.791. So that gives us $3.4119 million. Okay. So the present value of savings in interest is $3.4119 million. So these are the two benefits which we will be receiving. And is there any other benefit? Yes, one more benefit has to be considered. What is that benefit? Yes. Now you'll be early redeeming the bond. Now, yes. So previously you were supposed to redeem the bond when after 5 years. Okay. Now, but now you'll be redeeming the bond today itself. Now because of this, you will need not redeem the bonds after 5 years. Correct. So after 5 years, you need not redeem the bond. So that's the benefit. Okay. So we're going to consider that benefit also, and we'll be considering the present value of that benefit. Now everyone, so this point might confuse you a little. Have patience. Let's proceed and you will definitely understand this. So we'll calculate the present value of redemption in 5 years. So $6 million would have been the value if you had redeemed the bonds after 5 years, into the present value factor for 5th year. $0.621. So that gives us $3.726 million. Okay, so these are the three benefits from the expansion project and due to early redemption. Let's proceed. So next we'll see what are the cash outflows, yes, or costs, additional costs due to the expansion project and due to early redemption. Cash outflows or costs due to expansion or early redemption. Okay. So due to early redemption, you'll have to pay a penalty cost. They're given here clearly. How much? 3,50,000 penalty charges. For early redemption of these bonds, there is a $3,50,000 penalty charge. So you'll have to pay a penalty charge of how much? $3,50,000. That will be a cash outflow. Penalty cost, how much? $0.35 million. Okay. And any other cost? Yes. Yes. The flotation cost of issue. How much? 4%. So flotation cost will be 4% on 15 million. So that gives us $0.6 million. Okay. And any other cost? Yes, one more cost. You were supposed to redeem the bonds when after 5 years, but you're redeeming it today. So that itself is a cost. We'll be considering that. I'll explain on this part. Okay, I'll explain that why in the above we have shown the present value of the redemption amount as a benefit, and why here we are showing the redemption value which we redeeming today as a cost. That's a very beautiful logic behind that. Early redemption. Early redemption, how much? $6 million. So these will be our cash outflows or our costs, and these are our cash inflows or benefits due to the expansion project and early redemption. So next we'll calculate D, that would be our net benefit from expansion and early redemption. How much? Let's calculate. $2.2 million plus $3.4119 million plus $3.726 million minus $0.35 million minus $0.6 million and minus $6 million. So net benefit is positive $2.3879 million. Okay. So now everyone, so now the story is clear, data is very clear. Now we can calculate the value of equity. The value of equity. How do we calculate this? See, the value of equity before the decision was $14 million. After this decision, $15 million fresh equity funds you got. So that we'll consider. And after this decision, an additional present value of benefits of $2.3879 million you have received. So all these three combined together will be our new value of equity, that is A plus B plus D. How much that comes? Plus 14 plus 15 plus 2.3879. That gives us $31.3879 million. Okay, so we have calculated the total value of equity. Next, what we need? Next, we need number of equity shares. Then the total value of the equity divided by number of equity shares, if we do, we'll get our new market price of the equity. Okay, so we'll have to calculate number of equity shares. So quickly, let's prepare a working note. Calculation of number of equity shares. So how many existing number of shares we have? 7 million. Okay. And how many additional shares will be issuing? Data they're given in the question that $15 million will be procuring by issuing equity shares, and each share will be issuing for how much? $0.5. So how do we calculate additional shares? $15 million divided by $0.5, which gives us 30 million shares. So therefore total number of shares will be, so total number of shares post decision will be 37 million shares. Okay, so let's go up. So we have 37 million shares now in our company. So let's calculate the new market price of the shares. That would be E divided by F, and that comes to $0.84848. $0.848. Yes, everyone. So we have completed. We have got the value. So the revised value is how much? $0.848 is the revised market price of the equity shares. Yes. So I hope all of you are clear with this question. So very simple story and very simple question as such. So all of you just go through this. I'll be sharing the notes also below in the Telegram group. And please do watch the next video also. In the next video, I'll be giving you notes on these questions, and I'll be giving you some additional explanation also, which will be very helpful for you practically. Okay. Thank you, everyone.